Hey guys, it's Sam and Rachel back again with another Talk Back with the Blind Life. This is Talk Back July edition. Thank you guys for tuning in. So once again, if you're not familiar, this is our monthly video podcast, you could say, where we answer all the previous questions, or questions from the previous month's videos.
Yes.
Some selected questions.
Yeah. And announcing the winner of last month's contest. And we've got another contest.
Yeah, so we're going to announce the winner first, and then stay tuned to the end of the video to hear about this month's contest.
Yes. So the keyboard winner is Franny Smith. So this was a Logic keyboard that's upside down.
Logic Bluetooth keyboard, and I doing it off camera, but I used a random comment picker to choose the winning comment. So yeah, Franny Smith, congratulations.
Reach out, send you an email.
Yeah, send an email to sam@theblindlife.net. And let me know, just connect that way, and then I'll get your contact information, and I will drop this in the mail and send it off to you. Congratulations for winning this. Huge thank you to everybody who left a comment and entered into the contest.
And thank you to Logic Keyboard.
And a huge thank you to Logic Keyboard for sponsoring that contest.
Yeah.
So yeah, stay tuned to the end of the video for this month's contest, a brand new one.
Yes. And also, Franny had a question as well.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So Franny had said would love to be entered in the contest for the Bluetooth keyboard as long as it will work with my iPad, which
it should.
It should, right?
Yeah.
But beyond that, I have a question. I use the Siri microphone to write text, and it constantly changes what I say. It will type it out and then go back and change the word. How do I stop that? I have macular degeneration. I'm almost 89 years old and on a fixed income, so buying some of the things that Apple recommends is out of my budget.
Yeah.
Please help. I really enjoy your videos, and I've learned a lot from you.
Well, good. Well, hopefully this keyboard you'll be able to use that and won't have to buy some extra gear. But for the voiceover, it could be you have autocorrect turned on the keyboard. Okay.
I'm sorry. We're probably going to have to take some breaks during this one because I'm just coming off COVID and I've got a cough.
Rachel had COVID. She got it from our trip to Florida. But no, it could be that autocorrect could be turned on the keyboard, although that shouldn't affect voiceover. You could have some autocorrect turned on in voiceover where it will auto-correct the dictation. Or maybe, just, you have to be very careful with how you phrase things, and pronounce your words really well. Pronounce your words very well. So maybe just practice that, speaking clearly and precisely.
Yeah, but it's weird because she said it sounds like she's saying it types it correctly and then changes it, which wouldn't be a pronunciation issue, I don't think.
If anybody has suggestions on this for Franny, please leave those in the comments.
For me, it sounds like an autocorrect thing because there are times that I type in the word I want.
Yeah.
It changes it. I have to type it in again. It's really annoying.
Well, there are whole YouTube channels dedicated to funny autocorrect text messages and stuff, so yeah, it could be that. Incidentally, huge thank you to everybody we connected with at the Visions Conference, Foundation Fighting Blindness, down in Orlando. It was a lot of fun.
It was a great conference. I thought there was really a nice mix of sessions that were both really sciencey and research based, and then also more lighter. I don't know how you would explain it, but they're more inspirational or practical sessions too. I thought they were really good.
Yeah, for example, the athletes, Becca Myers, Olympian swimmer and Paralympian swimmer, and Justin Bishop, the pro skateboarder, did a session. It was really, really cool.
We went to a session that was research and treatment updates for Stargardt, and it was very well done. It was really informative and just the right amount of scientific jargon without it being completely over our heads.
Yeah, and I'm going to try and get a hold of the doctor who gave that session or hosted that session and see if he'll come on the channel to do a video with me talking about basically the same thing.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, and it had some support or some meetups, mixers, they called them, with the different vision impairments. So we went to the Stargardt's one, and it was a lot of fun. So
Stargardt's people are cool.
Yep. I'm sorry to say, but I think Stargardt's might be the best.
Okay, the next comment was also from the keyboard, or was from the keyboard video, and Jimmy13 said, "Are these suitable for gaming?"
Possibly. I am not the best person to judge that. I'm not a PC gamer, number one. Very, very limited PC gaming. I'm more of a console gamer.
If you'd even call yourself that anymore.
Yeah, I may play a game today, actually, because we're celebrating Father's Day today, so I might actually dust off the controller and play a video game. But they are professional grade, at least they claim to be professional grade keyboards. I think they're pretty professional as far as my limited knowledge about keyboards. So maybe, I don't know. Usually they're for productivity, a lot of video editing. They make keyboards for that, music editing, stuff like that. So maybe gaming.
Has Jacob ever used your key? Because all the keyboards you use pretty much are Logic keyboards.
Logic,
right?
yeah.
I don't know if Jacob has ever used any when he's played games.
I don't know. Our son Jacob, he's a bit of a keyboard
snob.
I was gonna say truist. Is that right? A keyboard, whatever. But
purist.
Thank you. Yes, where he likes the mechanical keyboards. And somebody did mention in the comments, asked if I'd ever tried a mechanical keyboard, and I have not myself. So anyway.
Okay. Next was the digital video magnifier demonstration, the Luna 6 and Snow 12 live stream that we did.
Yep.
Which we had asked in that if people liked that style of video, and quite a few people said they really did like it. I think it was nice because people could ask specific questions on the fly and you could show those things. You try to hit, whenever you do a review or a demonstration video, you always try to hit all the high points, but I'm sure there's questions people have that you didn't think of.
Well, and there's always a balance between too much, wanting to give all the information and then it just
being a 3-hour video.
Yeah, the video being way too long. Or to share more of my opinions on it and my experience, but at the risk of having a super long video. So yeah, the live stream worked really well.
Okay, so Richard Weaver said, "Do you have a recommendation for a magnifier app for an Android phone? I recently had to give up my Note 8 for a Note 20, and the magnifier on the Note 20 is far inferior for reading text on the computer screen. For handheld, I even have an Eschenbach, which works great, but not for electronic screens."
Yeah, and very popular one is WeZoom. App, WeZoom, WeZoom.
Is that one word or 2 words?
I think it's one word, yeah. I think it's like capital W, capital Z, one of those types of things. But it's free. It's a pretty solid digital video magnifier application. So for Android, so that's what Blind Life sponsored. No, what is it? Blind Life certified. I don't know either. Next question.
Okay, the next video was the parenting with disabilities tag that you had been tagged in quite some time ago, and
I made that video a long time ago, several months ago.
Just didn't get it posted.
Yeah, so it was a little late coming out, but
it was well received.
Well received. A lot of people liked it.
Yeah. So okay. So first comment on that was Rumpy. Said, "So far, with every woman I talked about having children with, an inheritable eye disease was a complete disaster. Their solution was that I should not have my own and I should adopt orphans or find a woman who already has kids from another man. Happy you found a great spouse for yourself." Yeah, that speaks a lot more about those women than it does of you, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, and somebody else commented on that, replied to that comment, and basically said the same thing. It's a personal decision that everybody has to make. Mm-hmm. Several commenters said that I think I even have added one here coming up, that they decided not to have children because of that. I've got a good friend that did, and that's a very personal decision. However, yeah, at least the way it was worded sounds a little crappy on the girl's part, the lady's part.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they need to meet higher quality, higher caliber people.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. This has nothing to do with this video, but it says, "Hey Sam, this is more related to one of your previous videos, but I was curious how you come to know your CVV code on a credit card."
Yeah, I just wanted to throw that in to just kind of answer the question. So the way I do it is, and this is really helpful, especially if you have multiple credit cards. So if you only have one, then you just memorize it. It's only 3 digits.
Yeah. Number one, to know it, it's on the back of your card.
Yeah.
And it's a 3-digit code, and it should be separated basically by itself in a little box.
In a little white box or something. Yeah, and so, you know, have either someone read it to you, or use some way to get that information, and then just memorize it. But for me, I've got 3 or 4 cards that I use somewhat regularly. Definitely 2 cards that I use regularly. And most of the time that I need this number, it's online purchases.
Yeah, or maybe on the phone, but you're at home.
You're at home, yeah. So what I've done, and this is the system that works well for me, some people might cringe at this, but I have put all that information into a text document that I have on my computer. And I have the card number, I have the CV code, and then if I need that information, or if I need to put it into a field on like Amazon or something like that, it's super easy just to pull up that text document. I can zoom in, I can either just read it off or copy and paste it right into the field. So that's how I do it. Now, yes, it's not the most secure. I do have security systems set in place to prevent anything happening.
Sorry.
That's right. But that's just the way it works the best for me. So that might be something somebody could investigate or try as well.
Someone else has a more secure way of doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. A Fraz, I'm sorry, the name is difficult for me to pronounce. Apadi, something along those lines, said, "A hearty request is that you can please make a video on driving hacks and tricks for low vision. It will really help me."
Yeah. I can't. Driving hacks. No, for low vision. Honestly, if you have low vision, you shouldn't be driving.
If you have low vision to the point that you need hacks, you probably should. It's probably not safe for you to drive, would be my personal... Yeah. That's my personal opinion. Now,
if you can legally drive, like with the bioptic driving, and you still have low vision, then awesome. A little bit jealous, but yeah, I'm not a driver. I've never been a driver, so I'm not really the best to ask about that either.
Yeah, and when you did drive, it was mopeds, not cars.
Yeah,
which is
scooters,
very different.
Yeah.
Situation. Okay. Lukey Pinslew said, "I don't want to become a parent because of my disability. I don't think I can be a good one. My parents are hounding me, and it angers me and saddens me too. How can I be a dad and not even see my child's face?" And again, I think, like you said, it is a personal decision. I would say, from being married to an excellent father who can't see his child's face, that does not make or break you as a parent. You know, Sam has friends from high school that are totally blind, a totally blind married couple that have children. You can, if you want to be a parent, you can be a parent with a disability. But your parents also should not be pressuring you and making you sad about it either, because it's not their decision. Again, it is your decision. And if you don't feel comfortable with it, then by all means, you don't have to be a parent. You don't have to be a parent if you're completely not disabled. It's you, and if you don't think you want to be, then I would wholeheartedly say don't, because parenting is hard, and you have to be able to put that other being before yourself, and it's I think you could be resentful if it wasn't something that you thought you wanted to do to begin with. I would say definitely be very open about that with anyone, that you might date or whatever, because if they do want children and you don't, that could be a game breaker.
Deal breaker.
Deal breaker. Thank you.
Yeah. Not being a parent, not wanting children, that's a perfectly valid, decision. Yeah. We have a family member who chose, he's still pretty young. He's in his 20s and decided not to have, he doesn't want children. So he, has made that decision, and that's fine. It's, everybody makes that choice, visually impaired or non-visually impaired. But like I said, you don't have to see your kids in order to be a great parent. There's way more than that to being a parent. That's the only part I would add to it.
Yeah. You can be a great parent without great vision.
Yeah.
Okay. The Sony lens review. Someone made a comment about it being overexposed, and I think you probably wanted to address that.
That was really the only thing. Yeah, it was overexposed, the video.
That was not the lens's fault.
No, the problem was they sent me a camera too, so it wasn't my normal camera. And in fact, if you watch the Visions conference wrap-up video, some of those clips, it looks like you're in a dream sequence, like especially Brad's from Two Blind Brothers. He looks very glowy. And it's because I just wasn't comfortable with that camera, and I didn't fully know all the settings. It's not my camera. I know how to work my camera.
Yeah.
And a lot of that was run and gun shooting, so I didn't have time to really set it up and learn it.
And he had to return the lens on a timeline. So
yeah,
he didn't, like some of that, once he
had to get it done.
Yeah, like a lot of it, it's not uncommon being a visually impaired content creator. It's not uncommon for Sam to go sit down to edit and realize once he has it large on his large monitor that there is an issue. Either he's cropped weird, he didn't quite get himself in, although with that lens that would not be an issue. But either he's cropped weird or sometimes it's audio, but whatever. So and generally if that happens, then if it's something that he in any way can reshoot, you reshoot it.
Yeah.
But on this particular one, he had a limited amount of time with that lens, and he actually, they even extended it for him so that he could take it to a different trip. But he had a very limited amount of time with it. So by the time he was editing the video, it was too late to be able to re-record any of it.
Yeah.
So sorry about that.
Yeah, I tried to fix it in post, and I think I got it to a relatively usable state.
Yeah, you could see it, but you could also see that it was overexposed.
But more wanted you to see the width of the lens and how awesome.
Which was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, the Foundation Fighting Blindness Visions 2022. Micah Bernier said, "Hey man, just want to say that I love your videos. Also, I'm the first commenter."
And I wanted to give you credit for that. Congratulations.
And then David McDuffie said, "Very cool. I wish I could have been there. Was there anything for glaucoma? Would love to see, no pun intended, what research is taking place for glaucoma. Thanks again for your hard work."
No, and I wanted to double check with Rachel. Do you remember anything about glaucoma?
No, and I kind of feel like, I think that the Foundation Fighting Blindness is pretty focused on inherited retinal diseases.
Yeah, IRDs.
Yeah, it doesn't say that anywhere in their
literature.
Well, like in their name, or you know what I mean, the main thing of it. But they're not talking about like eye injuries or like there was someone there. I think there was more than one person there that had a retinoblastoma, but like there were no breakout sessions or anything for that, because that's a tumor. And that's not an inherited retinal disease. So their focus is really on what is it? LOHN, RP, Stargardt, Usher's disease. There were some other ones there that are I'm assuming I'm assuming more rare, because I had not heard of them so much. But yeah, it was much more focused on the inherited retinal diseases. which is a lot of people. I mean, that covers a lot of issues. But glaucoma, I do not believe was addressed. I don't think at all. I don't remember.
No, I
don't remember seeing anything about it anyway.
Yeah, not to say there isn't research and all that being done on glaucoma. Just we didn't see any there at the conference.
Yeah. Now, I wonder if you went to like a ACB or NFB conference, that would maybe be more likely to be addressed because it's a little more all-encompassing.
Right.
There. Okay, and Anthony Lecoq said, thanks, Sam. Great video and great info. I'm pretty excited to see released what Matt from Microsoft is working on. Seems like the first feature he presented is kind of an integration of Xmouse freeware directly in Windows 11. Do you know for roughly when they plan to release this feature for general users?
So, Matt, and side note, I was just talking to Matt today. He's going to, we're going to do a video together to kind of go a little bit deeper dive on some of the accessibility things he's working on there with Microsoft. But
and Matt's also a Stargardian.
Yep, Matt's a Stargardian. He was there in all the different sessions and stuff as well. It was a lot of really cool meeting him. So he was using a Microsoft mouse, and he said he programmed it using the Microsoft Mouse and Keyboard Center, which is an application, a free application you can download. But it only works with Microsoft mice. So that's what he was using to remap the buttons.
So it's already available then?
Yeah, it's already available. Yeah, it's been available since like Windows 7, I think. But the caveat is it has to be a Microsoft mouse.
Okay. And on that note,
that's why I left that one last, because it's a segue into our giveaway for this month. First of all, a huge thank you to everybody that leaves comments on all the videos. If you would like to see your comment featured on a future talkback, possibly, you got to leave a comment. So say hello, ask a question. I try to answer all the questions. You know, if you're just saying hello, I might not respond, but I do read all the questions. But thank you guys in the future for leaving comments. So, on that note, a huge thank you to Microsoft, and in particular Matt, for sponsoring the giveaway this month on Talkback. We are indeed giving away a Microsoft wireless mouse. Yay!
Yay!
Insert the cheering of the crowd sound effect. So this is a wireless Microsoft mouse. It's a smaller size, but it does have the thumb buttons. So if you want to program your Windows Magnifier or whatever to those thumb buttons, you can do that. But wait!
There's more!
That's not all!
This will be a Microsoft prize pack.
Yes, so we're doing 2 giveaways.
Oh, you're doing it 2 separate giveaways?
2 separate giveaways.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I want to spread the love.
Yeah, okay.
So we are also giving away one of the Surface adaptive kits that Matt talked about in the video. And I'm going to have a full review video of this coming out sometime in the near future. But this is basically, it's designed for a Surface keyboard, which Rachel has one right over there. Can you remove your keyboard? It just pops off, right? It's magnetic.
Yeah.
So if you have a Surface keyboard or any keyboard, it doesn't have to be a Surface. We'll talk about that in a second.
It's made for a Surface, but it will work on other keyboards.
Yeah, it's designed for the Surface computer and keyboard combo. Here you go. Thank you. To mark your keyboard and make it more accessible. So it's basically essentially bump dots designed specifically for a keyboard. And then there's other things in here like little pull tabs for opening your keyboard, your Surface whenever it's closed on top of the keyboard in like a laptop configuration.
Which I have to say, that's kind of nice because it closes so nice, and it's
seamless.
Sometimes hard to separate it, and there have been times that I've tried to like pull on the back of my laptop thinking that's where it divides rather than between the laptop and the keyboard, because it folds it's nice, like it folds nicely, but it does make it difficult.
So there's things in there to help with that. There's things in here to mark your power cable and the port on the side of your laptop or whatever that the power cable goes into.
Side note to that though, if you haven't tried a I just forgot what it's called, Surface. It is literally the easiest to plug the charger in because it's magnetized.
Yeah.
So as long as you get it like close, it just and pops it in. Same thing just now when Sam gave me my keyboard back. It also is magnetized. So attaching the keyboard to the tablet, even though it's not Bluetooth, like it actually attaches, but it's magnetized, so it just like snaps right together.
Yeah.
You don't have to fight to line it up.
And it's a good magnetic connection.
Yeah, same thing with the stylus little pencil thing that comes with it. It's magnetized and sticks to the side, and it sticks really well. Like I can slide it in and out of a bag and it stays attached.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm putting in an advertisement for this laptop.
This wasn't a promo for Surface.
Yeah, but it is nice.
Microsoft, call me. No, so 2 prizes. If you are interested in either one, let me know in the comments. So what you need to do, like I said before, when I randomly pick a comment, I'm going to be searching for keywords. So if you want the mouse, put in, should I do hashtag mouse? Or just mouse? Okay. If you are interested in the wireless mouse, just say something about the wireless mouse in the comment.
Make sure the word mouse is in your comment.
Or like, I would love to get this mouse, something like that. Or if you would like to win the Surface Adaptive Kit, put kit in the KIT, put the word kit in the comment so that I'll be able to search through.
And you can put both words in your comment, right?
Yeah, if you would like either, put in mouse or kit.
And side note about the accessibility kit that's kind of funny, if you saw Sam's recent, I don't think you put it on Facebook, did you?
What?
The thing where you kind of making fun of Brad from Two Blind Brothers.
Oh yeah, I didn't put it on Facebook.
Yeah,
it's on TikTok.
I meant YouTube. But anyway, what spurred that on was this accessibility kit. Matt had shown it to Brad from Two Blind Brothers, and it blew Brad's mind. He had never experienced bump dots in any way, shape, or form, let alone keyboard bump dots. And Sam and another person that was there with ushers, you can actually find. She has a great Instagram account. Her name's
Monica. Her Instagram is
it's Bendy Blind Blonde. But she has it's a great Instagram.
I'll put a link in the
Instagram and TikTok. Sorry, is what I meant to say. Instagram and TikTok accounts. But she was there too, and both Sam and Monica were just like,
Yeah,
what?
Brad ran over. He was so excited about
literally
bump dots.
I thought he might have a tear in his eye. He was so pumped up. Like, it was, I mean, you can imagine when you discover something, a new piece of assistive technology that's like really going to make a difference in your life.
Yeah.
How exciting that is. That's how he was about that accessibility kit. And then quickly when the other two around him were like, seriously, you've never heard of bump dots? He was like, what?
So we started instantly giving him a hard time about it. So that's what friends do. Like, that's blind 101, man. Come on. So
so that Microsoft accessibility kit, or is that what it's called? Accessibility kit?
Adaptive, the Surface Adaptive.
Microsoft Surface Adaptive Kit. Yeah. That was a game changer for Brad from Two Blind Brothers.
Now, quick note, the Surface Kit will go on any keyboard. It doesn't have to be a Surface keyboard, so I'm sure you'll be able to use this on whatever keyboard you're using. The Windows, or the Microsoft mouse, it's just a normal wireless mouse, so you could use this on a Mac, I'm sure. You know, obviously, if you want to remap the buttons and all that, on a Mac, you would have to use some other software program to do that, and I don't know how to do that, but sure, there's a way to do it.
Yeah. So if you have a Microsoft computer, that's going to be the most. You're going to probably be able to get the most out of it.
Yes. The other thing is, I've experience problems trying to send to Asian countries. So we unfortunately have to limit this to North America and Europe.
Yeah. And probably Australia, right? Australia, New Zealand would. Have you tried shipping there before?
I haven't tried. We'll do that. Australia and New Zealand as well.
Yeah.
If you know, I'm sorry if you're in one of the Asian countries
or African countries.
It's just so expensive. I was gonna send something that was like, you know, this size, and it was gonna cost me like $200 just to send it. So we have to limit it. I'm sorry, but yeah. So leave your comments, and good luck to everyone. And anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Happy 4th to everybody here in the States.
I feel like there was something that we had talked about of, oh, next time you do a video, we need to mention that at the beginning of the video. And now I can't think of what it was.
Happy Canada Day. I don't know. I don't remember. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for checking it out. Obviously, if you have any questions, let me know. Check out the other videos on the blind life. Almost 700 videos on my channel. And if you like this video or anything that I'm doing for you guys, please consider subscribing and liking the video. All of that helps. Merchandise down in the description or on my website, theblindlife.net. Become a member of The Blind Life. That information is down there. Click on the little thanks button underneath the video. All those different ways to help out the channel. But that's it. Thanks, guys. Same with The Blind Life. I'll see you next time.